What is happening?
On the top.
Did the roast already start?
Yeah.
Oh, this is the plan. It's all part of it. Yeah, so when you have a roast, or did everybody do it?
Yeah.
What are we supposed to do?
Did anybody not? I'll take questions at the end.
What,
I mean, just come up with roasts.
what does that mean?
Oh, no. Did anybody not do it?
You know, how
Did
can we
it?
do
It's
that?
okay.
How can we do that?
Can
Charlie Brown
I
thing?
finish? Thank you. So you didn't do it? Who else didn't do it?
I don't work.
You didn't do it?
You
Oh, yeah, you have to be mean.
I don't
That's
understand
okay.
what you mean do what. That's what I'm trying to clarify.
Do you know what a roast is?
You just insult somebody.
Okay,
Like you
so
got a lot of practice.
Okay, then you have one, so shush it.
Can I finish? Thank you. When it is your turn, just come up here. So that way everybody can see you, and then you can roast me to my face.
Next to the post.
Next to the clothes.
All right.
Don't kick them over, please.
Are you sure?
It won't help my game any, but. Yeah, so, yeah. Do we want to go from the top? Does that make more sense, Michael? Just more explanation? Now you're not talking?
I think so.
Oh, just like, as they come to your mind, spout me comments.
Yeah, it's not like we're talking about someone hard to roast.
Well then, Michael, please do me the honor of going first.
Go first.
Please do me the honor of going first.
Go first.
It is on. It's been going. It's recorded all the time.
I think it's your turn then.
All the time. Come on up, Michael.
You guys should
No.
do it first.
Hey, are you guys okay if Michael goes first?
Oh, yeah.
All right, Michael's going first. Michael.
Okay, so I'll just say a few things, but I may have more to say later as I rehearse things. Right? Because I don't know how deep you
Are we
guys
gonna get there?
going to be.
Hey, cut me deep.
Cut you deep.
Deep. There is nothing.
Well, the most obvious thing to say about Neil is we're not sure who in the hell his barber is. Now, what kind of haircut is that? Is that a mohawk or is that a bedhead? I said, a head that's never been a comb before, a brush, never had stuff to put in it to smooth it out. I mean, bad hairdo. You're the poster boy for bad hairdos.
Yeah.
Right? You agree?
Me too.
That was what I had thought about the car. But Nick told me, and Nick was going to help
You
me.
can't tell Nick's.
No, Nick's going to help me. I said, Nick and I were talking about this during golf. I said, we played golf with Neil a few times. When he first started, he was a little bit worse than he is now. And so he used to tell us, and so Michael even, so my son said, hey, don't worry about Neil hitting the ball. You can walk in the middle of the fairway because you ain't going to get hit. Remember that?
No. But if you said it, I believe it.
Because that's you had somebody had a Facebook thing where they called that. And it was like Michael said, well, don't worry about letting Neil hit it, none of us will get hit. We'll be in front of him. So, but he's the only one that we went golfing and he goes out and he says, I beat you by 5 strokes. Like, oh, you lost 17 balls. Right? He doesn't count mulligans, he didn't count lost balls, he didn't count nothing. He just counts his good shots.
Only on my birthdays. Only on my birthday.
No, that was in Florida. The only one that could beat him was Nick Martinez, right? Who lost 18 balls. On 18 holes. They lost a ball a hole. Right.
Wait,
I'll start with that.
now you gotta finish with something nice. That is a rule I forgot to mention.
Well,
you
you know-
roast me,
Okay.
and then you finish with something nice.
I'll say something nice. Okay. So it's a damn miracle. We can walk and step on the floor in here. I know Michaela and Neil like to walk. I never go in their rooms.
This is more roast?
And this is a little roast of Michaela, my
He's
son,
not complimenting me, he's roasting her now.
my son brought his dog Frankie to the house one of the first times. And Frankie went into her room and came out with thong panties in his mouth. And he found on the floor.
Frank was my dog.
Remember that?
Frank was the guy.
Yeah, but you're supposed to say something nice about Neil.
Rest in peace, Frank.
So I'll say this.
His say nice about Neil is being mean to someone else.
He's not being mean to me.
I'll say
Now
this.
that's nice.
Is that he makes Michaela happy. I'm not sure why, but and like Michaela even said when we walked in here, there's a little chilly in here. Where's a little chilly in here?
That was good.
Nice, yeah.
That was good. To Michael. Darren. Oh no. Oh no.
I don't have quite the story Michael had, but
Your hair sucks. Your face sucks.
Just lie about it anyway. Who cares?
okay. They say redheads either have no soul or are good in bed, and we all know that Neil has a soul.
Yeah.
His music is like his personality a lot. It's really, really good. It's great, but it's not for everybody.
Okay, that was gentle. That was gentle.
Some say Neil is quite the handyman. Well, after being a virgin for 25 years, it's not much of a surprise. And then the last one is
That's good.
the only thing Neil loses more than golf balls is his wallet.
Yeah! I do. Yeah. Love you. Now love me. What? So okay, speak from the heart.
The first part.
Neil makes Michaela happy. Neil's always been a homeboy, even though I didn't like him when I first met him.
Nobody
But
does. Yep.
I think it was long hair that threw me off.
Well, he loves that.
Just more roasting.
That's a natural thing.
No.
She's gonna cry.
I don't know. He's always so sweet and understanding, and just always makes me feel welcome and at home no matter where we are. And he always has a good little comeback or one-liner that me and him go on rants about, and then we fall into a rabbit hole. And like I said before, I was nervous that Miko was going to be stolen, but then I got this weird one.
Hey. Love you.
Darren.
Darren.
And that was sober Darren.
Yeah. Bring it on.
Okay.
Nick.
I got
Nick.
three.
Nick. Yes. Roast
Alright.
me, daddy.
Gotta follow these guys. Okay, I got three. Neil puts more balls in the water than the men's Olympic swim team. Oh wait, I forgot you don't have balls. Neil, I've listened to your songs. If you had lived 2,000 years ago and sung like that, I think they would have stoned you.
That's what I need.
Last one. Neil is always the first one to grab a drink and the last one to open his wallet. All seriously.
Damn.
Neil, love you, dude. Love you too, my brother, dude. Love you, dude. Appreciate you. Thanks for being here.
That's funny. Nicky B. Yeah. Lay it on me, Dad.
I got you.
You have a paragraph, dude.
I don't have a paragraph. Well, yeah. Well, I mean, like your lovemaking, this is gonna be very short. I mean, that is why they call you the 2-centimeter defeater, right? Yeah. You know, when I first met Neil, I didn't really like you. The tattoos,
The trend.
the tattoos are kind of off-putting, and then I got to know you, and then I was like, oh, I just don't like your personality.
Very good.
Well, I did miss you. I mean, you spent like half a year in Europe, and as you know, you traveled all across Europe, which makes sense because you smell like a French person. Which is okay. I mean, it's okay. I mean, your music's very European. It's kind of like British food. It's very bland and might make you sick. And my favorite Neil memory, and this is like kind of what I cherish, is like I remember the last thing you said to me at your wedding day. I know. You don't. This is good because he looked right at me and was like, "See that woman over there, playing Anika?"
Yeah.
And you're like, "That's my wife." Getting into her mom's car, and then you proceeded to throw up in a bush. and I'm starting to see a trend because I don't know if anytime we're together you throw up or if it's just like your 4-year-old stomach that can't handle the lyric. I don't know, but I mean, you're here.
You're here.
You're still alive.
You're here.
You made it through this crazy family, which I commend. It's not that.
Yeah.
It's very difficult.
Yeah.
But you're here, and you're one of the cousins now, and I love you.
Love you too, man.
Aw.
That's so nice. All right, just Sam.
I got you.
Good one, Sam.
Oh, they're gonna go together.
And we didn't prepare because, well, you're just not that important.
Hey,
Not that one. Not that
you haven't
important.
started yet. Feelings are on.
So we're reading from a generic list because
Oh my.
You're just
Yeah.
as generic as this list, so.
Great cop out, guys. Great cop out.
You haven't really changed since the last time I saw you,
Okay.
but you really should.
That's exactly right.
Exactly. You nailed it.
All right, the next one is your birth certificate should be rewritten as a letter of an apology.
You do realize we're just tolerating you, right? Straight to the point.
Yeah. Hey, adults are talking.
Somewhere out there, a tree is producing oxygen for you. What a shame.
It's that plant right next to it. Move it away.
Yeah.
Everyone is allowed to act stupid once in a while, but you're really abusing them.
So is this like 101, right?
Just go ahead.
Okay, one more. More?
Okay.
Yeah.
Two
We
more.
got a two more.
Two.
We can keep going all day.
Yeah, I know.
If I had $1 every time you shut up, I would give it back to you as a thank you.
And then finally, you can't imagine how much happiness you can bring just by leaving the room.
Okay, we also didn't prepare anything good either.
Ooh.
And that's the real challenge, you know? The real challenge here.
That's funny. That's clever. Now the nice.
Neil, thank you for, we like you because you get us out of our comfort zone
I do.
and make us all laugh.
You're
Yeah.
a funny guy.
He's a
Megan
buzzer.
and Jen. Come in! Hey, everybody. Shh.
Good at saying mean things, so this is not going to be a very
That's not what Nathan said.
It's gonna be good.
Alright,
gonna be good.
alright. So I've known Neil a long time,
Mhm.
and he tends to surround himself with people who watch out for him. Like we saw the other night. He was banging his head after having one too many drinks. Where Nate was like, "You're gonna get a concussion." And Nathan was there, like, trying to make sure you didn't just straight up fall over. So, I've played that role by somehow becoming his personal seamstress.
Ooh.
Many times when back in youth group days, Neil didn't know how to shop for himself.
Still.
Still
It still shows.
Still
It shows.
I was gonna say the phase he's grown out of, but that's not applicable anymore. So he'd come to me and be like, "Oh, can you hem this? Or can you make this smaller?" And I'd shake my head. Yes, I can. So
It's cheaper.
there are many things that Neil makes me shake my head at. I'm gonna name a few.
Oh no.
Ditching our group hangout to allow Nathan to stealth date me.
I will do that any day. I will. It
What is
was
a
proud
stealth?
that day.
What is a stealth thing? You don't know that he's there?
Keep going.
allowing Amanda to squat you 8 years ago and 8 weeks ago.
Thing. She's strong.
And I wasn't there for this one, but when I saw the pictures, I shook my head. Getting shot in the eye at your bachelor party because you wanted to be shot in the balls. But as much as I shake my head at the stupid things you do, you make me laugh a lot. Like Spaceman. Spaceman. Wakeboarding in a bear suit.
Done that. Yes.
And allowing Amanda to squat you. No, and I get these two in a room together, I'm constantly shaking my head and laughing at the same time.
That's true.
Glad we found you like
Thanks for being here.
Keep coming!
I think I was just panicked.
Okay.
Alright.
So, Neil's finally turning 30. I could have sworn he was 30 when I met him.
Yeah, come to think of it. Now that you mention it.
Neil's funny because he's the one person I know who knows what goes on at the Moulin Rouge, but cannot name you a single SpongeBob quote.
Priorities.
Can you feel it now? Exactly. So,
it's a SpongeBob.
so I know Neil likes to play a lot of Fortnite.
Yeah, dude.
Apparently he's really good. I'm convinced he plays it. He can't get approval from people his own age, so he needs to find it from teenagers online. He reminds me a lot of Post Malone. White guy, tattoos, thinks he can make music. I like Post Malone. Post Malone can, you can. You also look like you smell like cigarettes and whiskey.
Like a French person.
Exactly. Some might consider Neil's music bedroom pop.
Oh.
Emphasis on the bedroom, not very popular. I know you're always roasting Toby about how he looks so dopey,
Oh yeah.
but they always say the kids look like the parents.
Nice tobster, dude. Brutal.
When Mika told me that you guys were getting married, I'm like, cool. We're getting a new guy in the family. Haven't had one of those. Finally, someone I can hang out with, look up to. I'm still waiting. But you make me smile. I love hanging out with you. You're like a brother.
Look, man.
Love you.
Oh, I almost kissed. Nate, follow. You could have let my wife go last.
Yeah.
Me too, dude. Me too.
So, I love you. Remember that.
Yep.
We've all been doing really well so far. You're all very funny. Good job.
Can I preface? Never mind.
Okay.
I don't want to.
So that's actually a really good segue. Mine's going to be a little longer because I have to make up for all of the times that Neil's interrupted me over the years. And we're off. Neil has been my best friend for 10 years. He is such a nice guy, and at my core, I believe he's an amazing person. So I really did struggle to come up with like mean things to say about him. But don't worry, I found some stuff. Neil is one of the nicest, most forgiving, and most grace-filled people I know. I'm going to prove it to you. Neil's the type of guy who will forgive you for losing his dog, but not see why it's a dumb idea to leave the back door open when you leave the house. Not unlocked, open. We didn't have a doggy door, so rather than like get a doggy door or kennel the dog, this guy thought to himself, hey, let's leave the back door open to our home, full of expensive music equipment and technology, just ajar for the world to see, so that Simon can piss when he wants to.
That was very deep.
Neil is the type of guy who will forgive you for being late to a gig, but not see why it's a douche move to skip town while you're house sitting. The year is 2015, and Neil's looking to buy a new truck. You might be thinking to yourself, wait a minute, Neil's never owned a truck. You would be correct. Neil owned a Nissan Xterra and convinced himself that because it had the same frame as the Nissan Frontier,
Not that argument.
that it was. But even, I just want you to know this, back then I looked up
Nissan Xterra on the Nissan website. And do you know what class of vehicle it's listed as?
SUV.
Yeah. Anyway, Neil
Not the argument. Not the argument.
Neil had driven
But okay.
an Xterra for a very long time. He was looking to get a new one. He asked me to drive to a car dealership with him so he could drive the new car back. I was house sitting for my landlord at the time, our landlord at the time, and I figured I could take a few hours out of my day to make this happen. Turns out, homie found the car in Denver. So he convinces me to leave the house sitting job to drive him to Denver and back in the same day so that we can grab his new car. And the funniest part is that the landlord, the reason he needed us to house sit was because he was vacationing in Denver. So, Neil, your taste in movies is generic. You punch like a 6-year-old, and your looks are the best part of your musicianship. You like bands until you find out they're starting to get popular. And then you like them again when they're washed.
Oh.
You killed your first dog, Nyla, via emotional abandonment and stuck me with the vet bill. When Michaela asks you to give her a hard 9, you have to have sex with her 3 times. And every day you look more like your dad. Oh man, I'm thankful for you. I love you. You're my best friend. And if you're in somebody's life, their life is better.
Oh. It's been 10 years. I'm finding out for the first time here.
It's been 10 years.
Shit. Oops.
That's a lot of money because he's going to charge you interest.
He will.
10 years.
Also to Nathan.
Yeah, but you have to use the interest rate from 10 years ago. We can't afford an interest rate right now.
Oh no. Ruin me.
Um,
You say one mean thing and I will crumble.
yeah, I know.
Ruin.
Say 2 mean things. Say more.
I can't wait for
Neil, you say for her to ruin you, unlike the other way around.
Okay. so-
Remember, he married up.
I know.
Oh, I know.
Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. That's a fact.
No, this is not a good assignment for me because Neil always reads all my shit before I submit anything. Because I'm not an eloquent squeak.
You're supposed to be roasting
I
me.
know. I'm not an eloquent speaker. So this is going to be a little rough. So apologize.
Okay.
Okay. I've never known anybody to lose as many things as this man loses. And it drives me crazy because then we have to buy something new. We're already poor. We can't buy new things all the time.
I do lose everything.
Loses wallets, loses phones, loses AirPods, loses, I don't know.
Car keys when I'm snowboarding and make Nathan come and get me.
Uh-huh.
Left out of that. I thought he was gonna mention it. He didn't. I'll do it.
Yeah. It's very inconvenient.
We now have 3 hitches at our house because of that.
Exactly. Yeah, we have 3 of everything. He goes, I lost my wallet. I have to get a new one and all new cards. And then we're cleaning the couch. I found my wallet.
The day after. The day after.
Check the couch.
Thought I did.
Okay, leads me into my next
Oh no.
topic. This man plays video games and he's like shooting at everything. He sees everything. No, doesn't miss a damn thing.
Thank you.
But I ask him to go look for something in a specific place. My ADHD brain says there's a paper clip on the left side of the bed underneath this pillowcase or whatever.
What?
And he goes,
No, I feel that. Yeah.
and he goes,
Look what I spy.
he goes, well, I looked under the Post-its. That's not what he told you to look. Well, I can't find it. Well, where did you look? Well, I looked over there. Not a good direction follower. I'm trying to think of what else. Other part. We will not be having any children. Because I already have a grown one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I love you. Best husband ever.
Mm-hmm.
Put
Tamika!
up with any and all inconveniences
For me.
for you.
I even had to proofread that! Tamika, I love you. Alright, good night. Just kidding. Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. I'm not gonna say anything mean because
Roast yourself.
I can roast myself, but is that too on the nose? To roast myself.
Just give us one.
I gotta go for round 2, man.
No. So,
But you
He
can't.
wants to go for round 2.
So, one of my biggest shortcomings is I lose everything. Mika's not kidding. There's one time we went to the other side of Mexico, in Puerto Vallarta, and I left my phone / wallet combo in the cab
On the way to the airport.
on the way to the airport.
Did
So
that
Darlene,
happen?
to this one?
Yesterday.
Guys, no. Guys, the funny part is, nobody knows this, some of you do, but I did it again yesterday.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, so got back from golf, realized I didn't have my phone, so I had to go. It was in the cab.
You find it?
Of course I found it. That was our room service. That's all the cake that I brought for everybody after the roast. Yeah, so, yeah, I forget everything. It is my biggest flaw in my
You were in the seat by yourself.
I thought I was talking. Why can't I talk? What does that have to do with it? If I'm in a seat by myself, nobody can see the phone.
It's gonna be a fit.
But yes, of course. Okay, alright. So I did forget my phone, but I knew the name of the cab driver because I was paying attention when he gave it to the guy to let us in. His name was Salvador Moreno. So I was able to say, my phone is in Salvador Moreno's car. And I got my phone back. So yeah, I'm a fuck up. I messed up. I'm a dumbass. But I can get myself out of shitty situations. It's gotta be both. It's gotta be both. But I just wanted to say thank you all for being here. You being here is huge to me, and I appreciate that you guys love me enough to not only spend money, but to pay attention when I'm speaking, Michael, and to say that you love me by showing up. So I appreciate every single one of you. I can't say that enough. Thank you all for being here, and my 30th birthday was better than I could have imagined.
Love you, Neil.
Thank you. I love you all. He said hearts. We have cake. Eat cake.
Eat the cake.
Yeah, that was great.
Your frontal lobe's supposed to be fully developed.
Michael, this is the 4th time with this joke.
I reminded me it's not a joke. It's true.